Okay. Okay, welcome everybody to Future Vita. Okay, today I want to share a little bit about what we have today for those people who want to create both health and wealth at the same time. I think we have something that's amazing. In Chinese, there's a saying, 天时地利人和. So before I start any business, I always ensure that when we do any business, the timing is the most important part. Okay, but allow me to just introduce a little bit of myself. I think some of you know me. Some of you never heard of me before. So my name is Winston. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 47, but a lot of people think that I'm, you can close. So a lot of people think that I'm in my 30s, but actually I'm already 47, right? So I have 3 daughters. My 3 daughters are all teenagers. I homeschool them, so they don't go to school, okay? So a little background on myself. So I have written a couple of books. I have 2 books. One of my books is called Stem Cell Hope. So I help, I bring people to JB to inject stem cells in a hospital. So my neighbor owns a hospital in JB for the last 10 years. So in his hospital, his private hospital, they do injection for stem cells. Yeah, so I collaborate with him. I used to bring clients from here. And I also work with many doctors in Singapore as well. So I also work with a platform called OneDoc. I'm not sure if you heard of this platform. 1doc.sg. OneDoc, yeah. So, wait, hold on, let me see. Yeah. Dot. How come the dot is like that? Oh, Chinese. Yeah. So, OneDoc.sg. Let me just go to our team. Okay, let me just. I think I better bookmark this. Okay, so OneDoc.sg, our chairman is Dr. Lam, who is the former Senior Minister of State of Ministry of Health and Transport. So how I collaborate with him is I'm helping them to go IPO. In fact, I wrote a book on how accelerated fundraising, how Asian companies can raise up to 75 million online and do IPO in less than 70% less fees, okay, to go IPO. So I'm now working with OneDoc, and OneDoc is also collaborating with Future Vita here. So a lot of people, when you take supplements, how do you know whether it's helping you? So OneDoc actually has 10 clinics. They're going to acquire up to 50 clinics. So all these 50 clinics, we can go there and do blood tests. Within 24 hours, you'll get an app result that tells you the status of every organ in your body, how it's performing. And then not only that, it also tells you what's your cellular age. That means the age of your cells. So after you take any supplements, about 100 days later, you can do another blood test, and then the data will be recorded so you can see whether there's any improvement in your organ and your cellular age. So that's how we work together with OneDoc. Okay, so we now have 10 clinics currently. We have a clinic at Bras Basah nearby. We have Serangoon Garden as well. Yeah, so that's a bit of my background. Okay, now before I start, maybe I share with you, how many of you here are taking some form of a supplement? Anyone here take supplement? Okay, great. Okay, so all of you take supplement. That's good. So you're not unfamiliar with supplement, huh? Okay, let me just share my English slides here. Okay, so today, the product I'd like to share with you from Future Vita is this Future Vita product, which is a stem cell based, Swiss stem cell based product, which does cellular regeneration and cellular repair. In fact, this is in line with the first and with the latest generation of supplement. Why? Because the first generation of supplement is about vitamin C, what you like vitamin C, vitamin D, iron, what you like. The second generation of supplements is about organ, like what's good for your heart, what's good for your lungs, what's good for this and that, right? But actually right now, if you look at the last 10 years of Nobel Prize, everything about health points to cells. Because if our one cell is healthy, we can keep our whole body 37 trillion cells healthy. Now, how many of you want to live long and never have disease? Okay, long with no disease, okay? And I'll share with you how to understand, okay, and I'll share a bit of biology from my book. So I try to make it very simple for you guys to understand, okay? Because my girls, I have 3 teenage girls at homeschool. So at homeschool, I have to educate them. So I teach them biology, right? So I'm going to share a bit about biology, okay? So before I do that, can I ask of you, how many of you know how many cells die every second in your body? Anybody knows? No? How many cells die every second in your body? Guess, make a guess. A million? Okay, so I go to Google and I type how many cells die every second in the human body. Approximately 1 million cells every second in the human body. So how many seconds have passed already? Okay, 1 day. Okay, so if that's 1 second, 1 day, according to Google, in a healthy human body, approximately 50 to 70 billion cells die each day. That's a healthy body. If it's unhealthy body, it's more than 50 to 70 billion. Okay? Yeah. So a lot of people do not know actually it's all the answers on Google. Okay? So you're losing 50 to 70 billion cells in a healthy body every day. So if you're dying every day, how come you're still alive? The question is, how come you're still alive? If you lose 50 to 70 billion cells die every day. Some as high as estimate as 330 billion cells die. As I don't know if Eric is dying at 330 billion a day. Okay, but I do know as you get older, the attrition rate increases. So it can go from 50 to 70 billion all the way to 330 billion cells die a day. Okay, but the thing is, the reason why we're still alive is I want to share with you the science. Okay, so very simple. I'll use a simple drawing. When the sperm enters the egg, okay, very simple. Huh? The first cell that's created is called embryonic stem cells. In biology, we call it zygote. Okay, but actually I call it stem cell. Essentially, it's still stem cell. So the stem cell, do you know that the stem cell is smaller than this dot? Like you can't even see it. The stem cell is invisible in the eye. But from a stem cell that's invisible to human eye can become a full human body. Don't you think it's a miracle? How? What kind of technology can do that? Do you know what kind of technology? Who created a technology where you cannot even see the human eye? There's enough information in that dot, that cell, that it can become a full human body with all the interesting function, complicated function that our body can perform. It's amazing. But I can tell you in a very simple way how that works, okay? When the first cell that's created, the zygote cell, right, inside there contains a library. This library is a library of books. This library of books are called DNA. So the inside DNA contains instructions on how to create a full human being. Now, the stem cell knows that alone, I cannot create a full human being. So they give birth to different kinds of specialized stem cells. Example, the stem cell will give birth to liver stem cells that focus on growing liver cells. And then it will grow kidney stem cells that only focus on kidney cells. And also your brain stem cells that only grow your brain neuron cells. Okay? And then also your blood cells that only grow blood cells. That's it. Okay? Specialized stem cells. Each of these specialized cells can last a lifetime in your body. Some of them will die over time. Okay? So from including your immune stem cell, your white blood cell, there's also a stem cell for that. So the stem cell, the liver cells will grow, liver stem cell will grow liver cell. Okay? Liver stem cell will grow liver cell. So kidney cell will grow what cell? Kidney. Yes, kidney cell. Okay? Yeah, immune cells, immune stem cell will grow immune cells. Right? Your immune NK cells, T cells. Okay? Now the thing is, if we are still growing new cells every day to replace all the cells that die, why do we even age? We shouldn't age at all. But why do we age? Okay, because stem cells, okay, let me show you the reason why. The reason why we age is because of the stem cell decline rate in the human being. So we are all made from stem cells. When there's no more stem cells, there's no more you. Okay, in fact, your body when you're a baby, 100% of your body is stem cells. When you're 18 years old, you're left with only 40% stem cells. So when you're 18, it's the optimal where one cell die, one cell grow, one replace for one. That's why your height is at its highest when you are 18. After 18 onwards, you realize as you get older, you get shorter. Because you're shrinking, yes. Because the replacement rate is lesser. Especially if you are 60 years old, you're only left with 5% stem cells. 5%. That means, let me explain to you. You know young people? Okay, so, yeah, let me just... Okay, you know young people, right? Young people take more rubbish food, more cracker, they eat drink more bubble tea than old people, correct? So young people drink a lot of bubble tea, they take a lot of McDonald's, a lot of KFC, but they don't get high blood pressure, cholesterol, stroke, heart attack, don't get all cancer, all these things. Don't get all these things. Why? Yes, because their stem cell high. At 18 years old to here, it's about 40 to 25% stem cells. At 60, you're left only 5. So imagine, I make it very simple, okay? Imagine you only got 5 army left. For any disease that attack your body, you only got 5 army left. Okay? When you're 18, for any disease that attack your body, you got 40 army. Okay? Can you understand what I'm talking about? If you are 18 years old, that's why during the COVID, most of the people that pass away are people who are older. Because they only left 5% stem cells. Unless their 5% immune cells are very strong. If not, you only left 5% of weak army to fight against anything, including your skin. You notice old people, as you get older, your skin also become thinner? Why? Because for every 10 skin cells that die, you only grow out 1. So your skin gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. So when all the stem cells die, what happens? You die because there's no more cell grow out already. No more new cell to replace all the cells that die. Okay? And you want to know? Let me show you something also. And okay, so do you know that a cells, how fast do they die? Okay, a cells typically will multiply 40 to 60 times before they die. So for example, let's say this is the kidney stem cell. So kidney stem cells will grow kidney cell, correct? Then kidney cell will divide, kidney cell. And then will divide like binary like that, okay? Like complain binary. Will multiply, how many times? 40 to 60 times, and then all are base. Everyone here will die. Okay? So once they die, you need stem cell to grow again, what? But if a stem cell from 25 stem cell left only 5, so is it you have less kidney cell?
Yes.
Yes, you have less kidney cells. So your function of your heart, your function of every organ, everything all becomes slower. Because even the repair cells, you have a lot less. So when everything is less, that's it. That's why Mahathir at 100 years old, he have to inject stem cells every 3 months.
It's true.
Yes.
From you.
Not from me. the other, for him, he got a lot of free hospital can do for him. Okay?
He went to Switzerland. I read about it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
went to Switzerland to do it. Yeah.
Yes. But now can do it in Malaysia already. And now he no need to go to Switzerland. No. So that's why you need to top. That's why you left 5% if you are 60 years old and above. That's why a lot of them at this age, 55 years, if you want to live very long, they want to keep their enough stem cell in the body, so they keep injecting stem cell every 3 months. Yeah, about 100 million every 3 months. Okay? So this is to replace all the stem cells that die off because you only left 5%. At this rate, at 5% rate, how are you going to survive? So that's why, you know, a lot of people get diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, cancer, right? Let me ask you this. My father, the reason why I'm into health, because I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis since I was 14 years old. At 14, I'll go to school limping because my joints were swell. My joints were swell. Yes. So, like gout, like, you know, anyone with gout, it's like gout like that. Yes. Their pain, yeah. So not only my knee pain, my finger swell, trigger finger, and also sometimes my hair is so painful, right? I even put the Toyo, the heat, the Japanese heat one. Heat also not enough, you know. I still got to press very hard in order to sleep. And because I don't have enough sleep, it also affected my grades. It also affected, then I also fall sick quite often, which means I also miss school. That also affected my grades further. So that's why my whole 20 years of my life, my health was really in a mess. Plus, I got sinus. I wake up in the morning with full of toilet paper tissue. And then only at 34 years old, then I learned about health. Then I go and learn about nutrition. Then I go and learn from doctor who got Nobel Prize who discovered this thing called epigenetics or nutrigenomics. So what is nutrigenomics? Okay, let's see what is nutrigenomics. So I go and ask Google to help you understand what is nutrigenomics. Okay, what is nutrigenomics? Genomics. Okay. Nutrigenomics. So nutrigenomics is the study how nutrients affect the genes. So at 34 years old, I learned from this doctor who got Nobel Prize nominated twice, called Dr. Winston. He discovered that what are the natural compounds that you can find in food to heal yourself. So I found, but you cannot eat the food itself, you must buy the supplement because it's that compound. So I started taking resveratrol. I started taking it because I used to think that actually just eat natural can already what? Anyone ever think this way before? Just eat natural can already what? But then I realized the amount of that ingredient is not enough to even do enough repair on the body. So that's why I started to take supplements that this doctor recommended, Dr. Vincent Jimpapa. So I bought, and that helped me reverse my arthritis. So until now, from 34 to now 47, I don't have any relapse already. Yes, and because of this, I now am able to help many people. That's why I wrote the book Stem Cell Hope, because I hope a lot of people will be educated about stem cells. But the good news about stem cells is that just 5 years ago, stem cells is about 100 over 1,000. Last year was about 50,000. For stem cell. This year, you can get for about 20,000. So you think next year the price will drop? From umbilical cord. Yes. There's a few technology right now is from, so there's a few. First, they take from your adipose, your fat. But adipose is only good for growing bone or cartilage, but not for other part of the cells. Then you can take, then another one is take from bone marrow. Then another one is take from umbilical cord. When they give birth, instead of those cord, they keep the cord. So take the cord, and that cord you can still inject to any human body for that. Then of course there's another one called induced pluripotent stem cells, where you take the blood from your blood and you turn your blood reverse back to stem cell and then inject back into your own body. Yes, there's induced pluripotent stem cells. Yeah. Then there's another one called VSELS, very small embryonic-like stem cells. That is found very, very tiny, that's inside your blood. That they draw out. And then they use that and they multiply it, and then they take it out, grow on a petri dish, and then inject it back in. Yeah, that's also. So there's a multiple ways of stem cell, but the cost is coming down. I feel that in the next 3 years, we may be able to see 4-figure. Everybody can afford stem cell. Okay, so that's why I wrote the book ahead of time. Yeah, so I'm the only author in Asia that wrote a book about stem cells. Okay, so anyway, so now you know how nutrients, what you eat can affect your genes. Okay, so how many want all your genes to switch off your bad gene and only switch on good gene? Okay, so I'll share with you why I believe in this product. Because this product is normally when you buy supplement outside, they never have day and night one. Because day and night, right? For day and night to work, why I say day and night is important? Because there's this thing that this thing that scientists discover in Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize is given to people who discovered something that God has created. Nobel Prize is not inventor. Inventor do not win Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize is I discovered something that nobody discovered. Okay, so 3 scientists discovered that in 2017 that won the Nobel Prize is because they discovered that there is genes. Your genes work differently in the day and the night. So your cells, right, in the day need a different set of nutrients from the night. So a lot of people who sell supplements, they don't tell you what you need in the day and what you need in the night. So therefore, this is why I believe, because this is a very rare supplement company that actually understand about how the cells work. So that's why they have a day and night. Okay? And the good news about this is that you don't have to take any other supplement anymore. Because remember, now we're talking about cells. If you can repair one cell, any organ problem, people ask me this, does it help with diabetes? Let me ask you, diabetes is an insulin problem. Insulin problem is a pancreas problem. So pancreas, is it made from cells? Yes. So if you take this, if this can repair your cells, it can repair the pancreas, which means it will reverse diabetes. High blood, same thing. Any organ in the body is made from cells. So all damage is cell damage to start off. So you can reverse the cells and repair the cells, we can reverse the aging process, aging disease in a human being. Okay? So that is to help you understand. So there are a few major ingredients inside, but I will not talk about all of them because then I will have to do a product training more in depth. But I will just talk about 2 ingredients inside, okay? Now, first ingredient is apple stem cells. Apple stem cell. Now, a lot of you probably heard of horse stem cell, deer stem cells, deer placenta stem cells, right? Just to let you know, deer placenta stem cell has 0 clinical trial. Like 0 proven. How you know? You just ask Google. You ask Google, deer placenta clinical proof for diabetes or for anything. 0. 0 clinical research. Okay? But Swiss apple stem cells, why? I believe because Swiss apple stem cells is already used by all these brands in their skincare product already. Okay? It's already used in Revlon, L'Oreal, Shiseido, Lancome, Cell Cosmet. They're already used inside already. And in fact, Swiss apple stem cells actually was featured on BBC already. So you know BBC, right? So BBC actually did a documentary just on talking about stem cells, about Swiss apple stem cells. This unique apple from Switzerland, when you pluck out from the tree, it doesn't rot for a very, very long time. Yeah, so the scientists are very confounded by what makes these cells that don't rot on. Right? They discovered this, there's something special about this apple. So this apple is also in line with last year's Nobel Prize mechanism to heal the cells. So last year in 2004, these 2 scientists discovered something inside our every human cells. Inside every human cell has this thing called microRNA. It is not mRNA. It's different thing. Okay, mRNA is the COVID one. Okay, this is microRNA. Okay, microRNA. So what's microRNA? So microRNA is a switch. So the scientists discovered that how come certain cells, when they duplicate out, like let's say you grow immune cells, how come the cells is not working one? Like it's not active. Then cancer cells also. How come certain cancer cells grow out? Some are active, but some grow out not active. Okay? So they realized that there is a switch in the cells that causes the cell to become active and non-active. And the switch is called microRNA. Okay? So what can Swiss apple stem cell do? The good news is it can switch off the bad gene and switch on the good genes. It can switch off to make your cancer cells become inactive. It can switch on your immune cells to become more active. Okay? Is this amazing? In fact, it has been proven clinically that it can repair the damaged gene. It can also repair your DNA and make your cells back to its youthful state. Okay? So, okay, that's why BBC already got a news on it. In fact, one of the most obvious signs is can repair your liver. So a lot of people whose face have pigmentation, right? After taking Swiss apple stem cell for a month, they realize a few things. Number 1, your pigments start to disappear or lighten up. Number 2, all right, your skin also become thicker. And then your double neck, double chin also start to tighten up. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the double chin will tighten up. I have a few lady friends, after taking this, their double chin disappear. Huh? Yeah. This one depends. Of course, everybody's body is different. But some of them told me about after a month, they can see the difference already. Yeah. The most important thing you will experience is deep sleep. So within the first week, most people who have sleep problem, because you know, when people get cancer, right? My father had cancer. My grandmother had stroke and was bedridden for 13 years. That's why I'm very passionate about talking about health is the most important thing. If you give me enough time to live on earth, I can make a lot of money. Yeah. If you give me very short time, I don't have enough time to make money. Right? So I don't care. As long as my health is good, I can make a lot of money. Yeah, I don't mind because I can keep trying as long as I'm still alive. That means the game, computer game haven't over yet. As long as the game not over, you still can play. Right? Well, Steve Jobs already scored full marks. So 54 years old, he passed away. I think okay lah. He already got everything already. But for me, I want to live for 200 years. Because I love Earth. I love to see what is the future. Because when I was growing up, I always watched Back to the Future, you know. So I always imagine what the future will be like. I look forward to the future, you know, the futuristic world. So I'm always I'm a futurist, okay? So anyway, so my father passed away with cancer in 2007. 2 years. My grandfather, 6 months, passed away cancer. So to me, it is a very important thing. So what this thing does, right, the Swiss apple stem cells, it can also help to reverse some of the cancer cells that are active to make it inactive. Yeah. So for me, health is wealth. Health is everything. Okay. So your skin also become thicker. So that's how you see when the skin firm up, right? After taking this, you notice why you firm up, because the new cells are growing out a lot more to replace those cells that die. So your skin become more firm because it has increased in density. So this is already proven after, based on under lab tests, increased the density by 10.5%. And this is within about a month. Okay. Yeah. And they also found out that when you take Swiss apple stem cells, your cell age, remember I told you can go one dog, we can do a blood test to find out your cell age, right? People who took this after 3 months from the blood test, their cells age reversed by 5 years. Okay, but the good news is, this is only if you take Swiss apple stem cells. Only. But now I'll show you, we're going to add on others, so can reverse back more than 5 years. Okay, so anyway, it's also proven clinically lah. Okay, it shows that the principle is like using gene correction strips to repair the DNA, the microRNA technology that won a Nobel Prize. Okay, that repairs the genetic error. Okay, the second ingredient is called urolithin A, Stand Youth. Now, this urolithin A is actually we bought from who? From Elon Musk's mom. So if you go online on Forbes, okay, let me show you. So if you search Mayan Musk urolithin A, you will see the first one, Mayan Musk Elon Musk plugs $100 anti-aging product. Okay, this is on Forbes.com and Observer and NAD and a few others. So basically, Elon Musk's mom and actually invested in a compound called urolithin A. Okay, urolithin A. Because her mom is actually a nutritionist, in case you don't know. Not only is she a famous model, she's also a nutritionist. So she's very into health, okay? So she invested in a compound, right? I love my mitochondria, okay? So she invested in a compound that actually boosts the, okay? So it's called MitoPure, okay? It's a Swiss-based company, okay? It helps MitoPure, but we get it from her, it's called Stand Youth. So this compound, urolithin A, is taken from pomegranate. And when you take it, you can prolong your life by 45.4%. But you have to take about 25 pomegranate a day to have enough impact for your body. So instead of taking 25 pomegranate a day, which you don't need the whole fruit, you only need the urolithin A, so they extract it into a supplement. Okay? So that's why we can get the effect pretty fast. So in fact, if I show you some of the people who take, let me show you some. Okay, I have a Telegram group. Some of you are inside my Telegram, right? Okay, we notice if you go to Telegram, you'll see some testimonials. So I'll just pass around. Okay, let's see how fast is the effect. If you're talking about, let's say, someone with thyroid or someone with, okay, let me see. Okay, this is diabetic. Okay. Have you seen this? This is about half a month. Yes. This one, have you seen this? Half a month. Are you inside the group chat then, Amy? Wait, I send you the link, you never joined. Yeah. So this is about half a month. Okay? Half a month. Diabetic. Yes. Gangrene. Yes, half a month. So it's very fast. It's not that it works, because there's many good supplements out there that works, but this works fast. See this lady? She has her pigmentation. Right. Pigmentation is liver. This after 13 days.
When it stays at
Yes. Yes. 13 days. Okay? Obviously, I can't show here. Maybe I show. Okay. Let me show you this lady here. Okay? First day, you can see how bad. Okay? Now I show you 13 days later.
What's the issue?
Kidney.
Kidney.
Pigmentation is related to kidney. Liver.
Liver.
So the diabetic one again?
Liver.
The green green.
Just all take this, all same thing, all need. So this product will replace all the supplement in the market and you just take one. Okay? So it can reduce uric acid. It can help activate your old stem. Remember, if you are 60, you left how many percent stem cell? 5% only. So your 5% are all old already because they have been staying with you since the day you are born all the way until now. So for 60 years, that same cells stay with you are old already. So what they discovered is urolithin A can make your old stem cell become young again. Perform like young again. Okay? It's able to increase bone density. That's why you don't need to eat calcium already. Okay? It can actually help you reduce your inflammation in your lung, your kidney, and your liver. Okay? So it also at night will eliminate all the free radicals in your body. Okay? So it will increase your, see, after 3 days, after they publish, usually after 3 days of using urolithin A, your stem cell will start to increase, your aging stem cells will start to fully restore to become youthful level. 3 days only. 3 days. Okay? That's why a lot of people experience like deep sleep or digestion not very good one, not able to go toilet or constipation all the time. Everything will start to clear within the first few days. Okay? So drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water because when they do a lot of repair, they need a lot of energy. So when they need a lot of energy, in English, in Chinese, in Hokkien, we say 普抓. So when you take this, you're going to drink a lot of water. Important. Okay? Because you need water for them to flush out all the energy, a lot of burn. You know, it's like a car engine. Your car engine must need cooler to cool down, right? So especially when this one as soon as your body got a lot of problem, sure have to repair one. And when you repair, you need a lot of water to cool down the body. Okay, because the energy is using to do the repair. Okay, yeah, so urolithin A can actually help to increase your immune cells by 200 to 300%. Okay, and also your 45% increase in your NK. NK is your natural killer cell activity. That means whenever there's foreign body come in, the attack response rate will increase. Okay. Yeah, so it also helps to regenerate the brain, especially the brain, especially people got memory issues, right? Anybody want to quickly remember? Anyone start to realize that as you age, I realize some person like, I don't know why I cannot remember who's that person. I don't know, cannot recall. Okay, so this will increase your recall rate. Okay, so it also repair your intestine problem. Okay, people intestine problem. You see, for me, and also sleep, your deep sleep will increase. You know that everyone that got heart attack the day before, do they know? They don't know one. The day before their heart attack, nobody knows one. The day before they have stroke, do they know? They don't know one. The day before they got cancer, do they know? They also don't know one. Then how do you know? But I can tell you what are the signs, the most important sign to look out for that tells you this can happen anytime soon. Do you know what's the first symptom? Sleep. When you don't have enough deep sleep, you are waiting for the time bomb to happen. The time bomb will happen anytime, I guarantee you. Everyone before they had this happen, 100% starts with not able to have deep sleep, or the sleep shortened, or go toilet many times a day. One of the things about this is that when people take from going toilet 3 to 4 times a day, cut until can sleep full without going toilet at night. Okay. So this is one of the things that people will experience. Okay, so all kinds of people, including people, women with menopause, even some men also menopause. Okay, so this was because of lack of sleep. Because when you're lack of sleep, you are a lot more irritatable. When you're tired, right? When you're tired or you're stressed, you're not feeling good, of course you get irritated easily. So this can help to reduce the irritation. Okay, so it will actually increase the bone density, increase the metabolism, so people start to burn. There are people who lost weight after taking this. Okay, anybody want to lose weight? Okay, right? And we take only the highest grade of urolithin A from Elon Musk's mother. Okay, so we also have 550. Remember I told you how many cells die in your body every day? You remember? Okay, that's healthy body. Healthy body is 50 to 70 billion. Unhealthy body can go up to 330 billion a day. Okay? But with all these cells that are dead in your body, do you need to flush them out?
Yes.
If you don't flush them out, can you imagine we have corpse in this room? It will also affect the current cells to age faster also. So we need to clear them out. But as you get older, you need stem cells to grow out cells that will function. Their function in the cell is to do rubbish cleaner, to clear the dead body one. But because we left 5% stem cells, even clearing the dead body is not as efficient anymore. So what this can do, Vistine, is to help you eliminate all the aging cells. When you get rid of all the old cells in your body, when you get rid of them, then your cells inside will be healthier. Right? Yes. Okay, so it does with brain health, everything. Okay? And also, so you don't need to tell people, ask me, Winston, so I don't need to take probiotics, prebiotics. Don't need really. Because this has included everything. Even probiotics, prebiotics are inside. And memory, they found that after taking the memory, increased memory improvement by about 25%. Recall rate increased by about 18%. Okay? Dopamine levels increased at 35%. That means dopamine level. That means the happy hormone. Right? Anyone want to feel happy all the time? Yes. Yeah? Okay? That even with a lot of stress around you, you still feel very calm. Alright? So some people, have you noticed there are times where environment is very stressed but you're still okay? But there are times also when not very stressed. A little bit stressed, you also get irritated easily. Yeah, that's because you don't have enough sleep. Yeah, when you don't have enough sleep or your hormones is off balance, your cortisol goes up, your stress level goes up. Yeah, it affects your stress, your mood. It can bring people into depression. So even this, we have testimonial of people after taking this, their depression level also dropped. So depression is actually as a result of the hormone imbalance most of the time. Okay, so this actually can, and our Vistine is the world's first all-natural Vistine. So none of our products are like non-natural. They're all natural. They're all organic. We have organic cert there, and it's vegan. That means it's halal. It's vegan. Means anybody can take. Okay, yeah. So we also got M&N inside, but some of you already know. But I just want to end one thing. Our PQQ, we have patent in China, US, Japan, and Europe. Okay, the key ingredient I want to share with you is this. What allows your cells to work efficiently or to do what it can do, to fight against enemy easily, to digest the food easily, to repair easily, all requires this thing called energy. So your cells inside has the energy as an engine. The engine that produces the ATP energy is called mitochondria. So when you take M&N or you take AKG, M&N you probably heard before, M&N helps to repair the damaged area of your engine and your battery to keep your battery at high quality. But when your battery breaks down, wear and tear, you need Elon Musk's mother's ingredient called urolithin A that can actually regenerate, that means recycle the battery. Recycle battery. Okay, see, recycling is not something that we need to create on it. Actually, already in our body already got recycling ability. Okay, so it can recycle, and then you need PQQ to increase your mitochondria. That means to increase the quantity of the battery. So what I'm saying is that if your cells have PQQ, there's more battery. If your cells have M&N, then it can actually produce more energy. And if your cells got urolithin A, your energy is very efficient because it can recycle. So you need all these three together. Okay? So I shall end here, but anyone got any questions at this point in time? Is it easy to understand? Any questions? Okay. So if you have no question, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you how you can eat the product for free. Okay, normally stem cells injection, I got to spend 5 figures, right? But now oral stem cells don't need so much. Okay? So how you can use the product for free and yet regenerate your entire cells in a human body.